Tonight, we are going up against Satan's gate. I'm a little concerned, man, about your salvation and stuff. How come you have not been baptized?
Because I never got around to it, okay? I don't know why you always have to be judging me. Because I only believe in science.
Welcome to Hispanerds.
Okay, and we're back. We're back in the saddle, man. Again. This is perfect.
Was hilarious, man. I just don't understand how that works.
And he's just slapping them with his hand. So Kenny's got the Suicide Squad up on the TV, and we're watching the first set of casualties.
Yeah,
that we didn't know at this point that they were going to become casualties, but.
Right. I don't even know what her power is. Like, she's supposed to be really heavy that the helicopter can't take.
No, I think she's supposed to be really strong. And I think that's crazy the way that Captain Boomerang dies.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. But yeah, I think to your point, she might be able to even change her density to become heavier.
Yeah.
But she's not bulletproof. They're shooting his arms.
He's like, ah!
So crazy. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting him to
run away?
To run away screaming like a little girl. Like, what? No offense to little girls at all.
And the thing is, because he's such a hot, he's like a strong actor from...
Yeah, and now you got to bring it closer to you. Sorry about that.
No, I backed off because it was like echoey, like...
No, you sound good.
You sound okay.
Yeah, you sound really good.
Because you know how he's what's his name? Killmonger? No, not Killmonger. Why did I say Killmonger?
In Guardians of the Galaxy?
What's his name? The one with the arrow.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I can't remember right now. For some reason, you made me forget.
Sorry.
Yondu.
Thank you. So because and he's also from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, he's a main character.
Right. I love these, the way they did the titles.
Yes, I love the titles, yeah. They did an awesome job on that. And you know what was hilarious? What's his name is cleaning the floor, and he's cleaning like the restroom.
Yeah.
And you see him grabbing all that white air.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, like I said, five sombreros all the way.
Yeah, to completely the expectations of this movie were completely not what I was expecting. It was a lot of fun, and it was super violent. Definitely not something that I would recommend, obviously, for children.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even recommend it for people that have a tough time with gore, because to me it is gory for sure. But there's also the one difference between this movie and the original one is this movie has a point, and it's very direct point. Like the story is very well told, and it goes right to
through, yeah.
And it's got a lot of heart too. That's the other thing too, which was totally surprising.
To me, it was very touching, him and his daughter.
Oh yeah. The Ratcatcher 1, Ratcatcher 2. Yeah.
That one, and also the other one. What's his name?
That wasn't touching to me,
especially towards the end when she's seeing him as a hero.
I mean,
I felt it.
It wasn't touching to me, but I did like their interaction. I thought that was
in the beginning.
F you. That was hilarious. And the stole the show for me. The King Shark.
No, I'm sorry. I disagree. You know who stole the show?
Who?
Sebastian.
Oh, nah.
Sebastian.
Nah.
And you know who's going to love it?
He's okay.
Amber, this is all about Sebastian. I know you love rats. This is a rat movie.
She's not ever going to watch this movie.
This is a rat movie.
She's never going to watch this movie. This is not in her wheelhouse at all. But no, for me, King Shark was awesome.
The sweetest. He's always waving at everybody.
Yeah, but
when he's with the Hispanic girl's like, is that waving at me? And he's like, pretty.
Yes, he is. Yeah. No, I loved when King Shark put his hand up, and what's her name? She's like, "Yeah, that is your hand." And then he puts his arms back, and he's like, "Yeah, that's right. That's my hand, everybody." Or when he does the mustache.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, he was the most perfect character.
Yeah.
I loved.
They did a good job.
Yeah.
He was like almost like the Groot character. Like, how he
was
has
a
one-liner.
He was like a lot of different. He was like the Hulk and Groot, and he was bunch of different characters all in one. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, he was awesome. I love King Shark. That's I want to get the King Shark toy. Like I want to look for him somewhere.
It's gonna be legit.
I love that thing.
But even this character here, I mean, I love Will Smith. He's a great actor and everything like that. But this blew him out of the water.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, for sure.
Like him replacing him, and
yeah, and the cool thing is he's a legit character from the comic books. So it was cool that they were able to pull other characters from the comics to give you similar but not the same character interaction. And I loved his weapons, the way they form.
Oh yeah. It reminded me of the nanotech from Iron Man. But what was hilarious is like where she's telling people like, his skills are this, and this, and that, and then she's walking up to it. Then he picks out John Cena, and his skills. And he's like, wait a minute, that's the same.
But I do it better.
That sequence when they're in the island and they're trying to compete at each other. And then you find out that these were rebels.
That was crazy. They're like, no, we haven't seen anybody. We've seen and then she's just like, you just killed a whole bunch of my men. This movie was hilarious, and it had heart, and it was another thing. I mean, it kept throwing twists in that I did not. I was not expecting, like the whole Harley Quinn sequence with her falling in love with the president.
Oh yeah.
Not expecting any of that. Not expecting any of what happened. Not expecting. Like the afterwards, like the whole thing was it's just madness.
I like Harley Quinn in this better than the first one. The first one I felt her
by far.
I felt her annoying in the other one.
By far, she's hilarious in this.
Yeah,
she's so funny in this. Like
it's crazy how writing could just really like.
Writing is everything, and having so in this case with this movie, literally. It's James Gunn wrote the whole thing and directed it. So you really have this tight vision of where it's going, which made the entire thing so much better because of the cohesiveness of the story. There's not all these cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It bums me out that this movie has not done better in the movie theaters, and it's not
like me out.
It really, really bums me out because
I honestly feel like the reason why it's
there's
not
so
making
much
money
to love about this movie
is because of the situation we're in.
Oh yeah.
That's the only reason why I think it's not making.
This is easily a $500 million movie. It makes in its first like 12 days.
Yeah,
100%.
And then those little creatures towards the end.
The little swimming creatures.
Yeah. Do you know what those are?
No.
Okay, I was like trying to figure out what.
Stupid friends.
But they were strong because like they were leaving him marks.
Well, once they attacked him, they were like jellyish. He was like having a hard time pulling them off, and they're all teeth.
But the thing is, like, he has rough skin because you know how they're shooting him.
Oh yeah. They pierce his skin. Yeah.
So those things are freaking powerful.
What I loved about that sequence too was that like Harley Quinn just jumped in and started helping him. Without even thinking about, like, she's just like pulling stuff off of him. Yeah. No, it was awesome.
Man, and I just like I love how she went through the eye, that little sequence. Like they made it like very beautiful, dreamlike. Like, oh, this is beautiful, but yet it's like
it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah. I also love that we got to see some of the Guardians of the Galaxy people pop up in here. So like
Guardians of the Galaxy.
like Yondu. pops up, and then the girl that plays Mantis with the with the thing, she pops up. She's a dancer in the
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to see it again. Then. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I missed that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cool little Easter egg things that play back to. In fact, that. Oh, can you toss me that real quick? He's reading a book, but he's not.
Reading it's like upside down.
So awesome. I like his pants. Let me see. Hopefully, the last time that I did this, it actually affected. I could hear the sound whenever I turn this on.
Oh, I see.
Let me. You know what? Maybe I can turn off.
Put it on airplane mode.
Yeah, this might work. Let me. You go ahead and talk for a second.
What? There's just so many characters that I don't know about. But man, I really liked her character, the one that could control the rats.
Yeah, I liked her a lot too.
She was awesome, man. And it was just funny how that was his fear, the rats, and he ends up towards the end like petting it.
Yeah, he's just like getting over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see here.
And I'm trying to think of some of the other characters. It's just there's so much.
All right, I'm gonna give you some Easter eggs.
Oh yeah, please do, because like I have to rewatch this. Then I don't know too much.
Do you want me to put it on the big screen, or do you want me to read it from here?
I'll just read it from there.
Okay.
Oh, him! Yes, the polka dot guy.
Yeah.
I thought he was awesome. And
then everybody's his mother.
I was hilarious. No, but what's his name when that guy dies? The guy from the bus. His name was what? Milton.
Milton. Yeah.
Milton.
He's been with us the whole time.
No, but then in the end, what's his name? He's like, she's calling him Milton, the black guy, and he's like, my name ain't Milton. So we just talked about you. We just talked about you. Oh my gosh, man! Great movie. I still don't understand the hate. People hating on this.
I definitely do not get it. All right, you keep talking for a second. I'm gonna try to find a website that has good Easter eggs.
Yeah, I was not expecting the what's his name, Peacemaker. Was that?
Yeah, Peacemaker.
Like switching on him because like he wants to do the mission correctly and he ends up killing him.
I hated him, man. I hate that he killed Flag.
Yeah,
that bummed me out.
Yeah. But again, man, it was like it's not a toilet. His helmet. It's a symbol of justice. But the polka dot guy, man, his powers, even the way he shot like the I don't know what you call it, the polka dots. That's how you could say, huh? And I remember, wasn't he like in an animated series too with Spider-Man? No, not Spider-Man. Why do I keep thinking Spider-Man?
I don't know.
Superman.
Which one? Polka Dot Man?
Yeah. Was he?
I don't remember.
I remember. But from what I remember from the Superman animated series, this polka dot guy, what he created were these black holes, and he could go through and come out through another black hole.
I don't think that's Polka Dot Man. I think that's a different one, character. Right? Yeah, because that's teleportation.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I love this too. What is that?
Do you still use that?
Oh my gosh, man. This was such a great. Oh man, something I did love, man. Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
When they smacked her behind the head. That was. I love that, man.
That was pretty. Hand. Look at him. He's like, yeah. I just said something important.
Oh my gosh, man. This is really well done, man. Well done. And you're definitely right. Yeah, I love this sequence right here too. Now.
Yeah.
But how you say that it's all cohesive where they kept the storyline like right there. in the other one, they kept going from this to that to that. Here, they're in the island. They're still in the island, and everything's going on in the island.
Yeah.
I love that.
And even when they show you little, like, sequences from the past, it all feeds into, like, everything makes sense.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that they're giving you where the story just goes off into a place where it never pops up again.
When they're going into the past, like the way they I love the part when they're talking in the bus, and then you see her pass through the reflection of the window. That was perfect.
Yeah, yeah, but what I guess what I'm trying to say though,
what are you trying to say?
Is do you remember I told you I watched that movie Blade Runner 2044, 2045 or whatever, the new Blade Runner?
A while back?
Yeah, so I watched it, I don't know, like a month or two ago.
Uh-huh.
But when I saw that movie, beautiful movie, the story was great. It was a slow burner kind of deal. But the thing that I didn't like is there were some parts in that movie, some of the story didn't go anywhere. It just, they kind of like showed you something and then it didn't go forward. And then they kept with the main story, but it didn't go anywhere else with the side story. This has little side stories, but those stories feed into the main story.
Exactly, and you're absolutely right, because when this is me when I was watching it last night, when it went to a sequence where I felt it's gonna slow down.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna quickly go to the restroom, and then I'm like hearing something else. I'm like, oh shoot, I have to pause it and rewind it.
Yeah, this is not a movie that you can put off to the side and then just kind of watch. Yeah. No, I agree 100%.
This part was hilarious. She's like, finish your sentence.
Pop, smacks him. I love her accent in this.
Yeah. You know what it is? Because she got critiqued very hard on the other one. I think she used that as an advantage to fix certain little, and I think she tweaked certain things. I think
maybe
I'll have to watch the.
But again, I think it just goes back to the power of the writing.
Yeah,
I think just the writing is really well done. You know, everything makes sense. Even like all the parts that are like crazy, like whoa, are those there's a reason for them. That's the other thing that I was going to say. All the violence in this and all the goriness in this makes sense to what is happening. It's not just like it's not just gory just to be gory.
Exactly.
There's like a reason for why you're seeing things.
I missed that. I never saw that.
You didn't see this part?
No.
He has to go and like spit all that stuff out
before he gets destroyed.
Basically, yeah. And so you see him like expel all that energy or power or whatever.
Oh, see, I saw the aftermath of this when Shark is about
about to eat.
Yeah, that's what. See,
Ratcatcher.
This is when I went to the restroom, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'm missing something."
Yeah. No, you have to pause this movie. I can't believe you were even thinking about. Yeah, this is where the rat comes up.
Yeah. See, I started watching it from right here.
Ah. He's like, what? And she's like, huh? What's going on?
She has such a good heart, man, and like she does not deserve to be in that department because all she did was rob a bank.
Right. And the only reason she's actually there is because she has metahuman power. This is hilarious. He's just in his tidy whities. Yeah. John Cena is yoked out, man.
I'm telling you, this rat, man, to me, I love the rat. I love the rat.
I love King Shark.
But see, does she have meta powers, or is it that device?
Well, so she...
Or that controls her...
It kind of focuses her
power. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
He's freaking
So Sorry, guys. We're just sitting here laughing at a sequence.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, I also like how everybody that works for Argus, because that's what the things go. How basically everybody but Amanda Waller has a heart. You know,
right?
I like this too.
Yeah.
Giving you a leaf. Oh, so funny.
I know they're different, but Deadpool and this.
I'm gonna give it to Deadpool because Deadpool is fast comedy. It's just fast, like boom, boom, boom comedy.
True.
And it's constantly breaking the fourth wall, so you can't even compare them. Like,
yeah, this one doesn't really break the fourth wall.
No. What I'm gonna say is, this stands on its own as even as a team superhero movie. I've never seen anything like this. I've never.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Even Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is a dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
But they're a family. These guys, I really like that James Gunn really, really forced you to feel that they're not a family. Like, individually, Bloodsport and Ratcatcher 2, they care about each other.
Yes.
So
I mean, you see that connection when they're talking about their past life, and that's when you get that bond.
Yeah, so you see that connection. But,
even her with Shark.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Making events, you know?
But never in this movie do I feel like...
I honestly thought he was going to rip her arm there.
Yeah, just eat it.
Yeah.
But never in this movie... That you just made a great point. I don't ever trust anybody in this movie not to die or not to do something really messed up. So in the way that Guardians of the Galaxy is a dysfunctional family learning how to love each other and how to bear with one another and be with each other, this movie really made me feel like you can't trust anything that's going to happen.
Right.
You can't trust that anybody's going to survive, and you can't care too much about anybody, like, because you could lose them at any moment.
Right.
So, that being said, the people that did survive, I was really happy to see that they survived.
I'm so glad that Weasel didn't die. Because I wanted to see him with them.
But I think Weasel is technically off the list because Weasel did die and they recorded him as dying.
Yeah. Then
he's not on their radar anymore. I don't think.
Well, the chip is still in his head.
But I think they turned it off. I think once the person dies, the system just records them as dead.
I'm hoping that they had to bring him back. I mean, because I wanted more from him, man. That water sequence.
After the fact, like knowing that these guys are resistance fighters and they're the good guys, this is so horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He coughs off the finger towards the end.
Oh, man. Num num.
Num num.
Num num. No num num.
And I love the way he, what is his name? Bloodshot?
Bloodsport.
I'm sorry, thank you. Bloodsport. Towards the end, how he brings everybody together, and he goes to like Shark Guy and he's like, num num.
Well, it's a Captain America. That's where the little Easter eggs exist too. Is like his mask is an Easter egg. Mm-hmm. You know, it's based off of the Aliens Xenomorph. So it kind of reminds you of that. And
Alien Xenomorph.
The aliens. You know.
Oh,
yeah. His mask is kind of reminiscent. Yeah, it's just reminiscent of that.
Oh my gosh, man.
It's so crazy.
This whole sequence was amazing, man.
His costume is so stupid. It's
like regular people.
I know. Well, this is what makes it all worse afterwards when you realize, like,
I was not expecting the guy in the
the naked dude.
Yeah, I was like, what the?
Yeah, it's just so crazy. John Cena's so ridiculously buffed, it's insane. Yeah, that dude.
Why?
Why not? It's for the ladies.
For the late.
Sorry, guys, not really, not much content here. Oh, this part is hilarious.
And I love this part because this is how he told him his weakness.
Right. He's like, right. Oh, man.
I love that, man. I love this design of that, man. That's so freaking cool.
What, his powers?
Yeah.
It's so weird, though.
It is, but I love the effect that it has.
Yeah, it's a really cool effect. King Shark. I'm sorry, I could see a whole movie with just King Shark in it. Oh, in fact, I want to see King Shark fight Aquaman.
I love Sebastian because it's just a rat. He's always in pretty much in every scene. See, like he's right there.
the way King Shark comes through, he's like, "Hey." Like, so that dude, the guy that plays Rick Flag,
yeah,
he's one of the main characters in For All Mankind, that Apple TV show. Yeah, he's awesome in that. Yeah, and because this movie is performing the way that it's performing, I don't think that they're going to do a Suicide Squad 2 or 3 or whatever you want to call it, which I super bums me out, man.
I disagree, just because I think the people
I hope
people are going
right.
to figure out that the reason why this is going on is because of the situation we're in. Once everything gets better, then they'll be like, okay.
Let me see.
Because are they streaming this too?
Yeah, they are streaming it. Let me tell you what it's.
What's the view in the streaming? Because this is probably on HBO, right?
Yeah, HBO Max. Yeah. So let me tell you. Let me see if I can find how much the movie's made so far.
And then how much they spent on it too.
I don't know how much they.
The rat stole the show for me. I mean, I love King Shark too, man, but I love the rat just because the rat is like the innocent one. Like he's so innocent.
He's the only one that has a little backpack.
Yeah,
he's a cutie pie.
Oh man. Amber, if you're listening, you have to watch Suicide Squad. You have to do it because of the rats. You got to do it because of the rats.
She's not. Don't listen to Kenny.
Even this guy was.
Yeah, you're not gonna like this movie. It's pretty wild. All right, so let's see here. In case you didn't hear, James Gunn Suicide Squad didn't have a great opening weekend at the box office. It opened at $26 million, under the industry expectation that predicted that it would pull in around $30 million for a movie that cost $185 million to produce.
Oh, that's not a lot.
And at least tens of millions more to market. That doesn't look good on the surface. Some analysts called it a disaster. Are movie theaters dead? Can a DC movie succeed without Batman or Superman? Are people over Harley Quinn? Well, not so fast. Sure, $26.5 million for a movie this big would be pretty abysmal in normal times, but we're far from those.
Exactly.
And now the measure of whether or not a film is successful goes far beyond the box office. Horse race. One of the major reasons that Suicide Squad failed to pull in the numbers of a movie like F9, which grossed $70 million in its opening weekend, is the same reason it might not be such a flop. It opened day and date on HBO Max for free to subscribers. So, yeah, that is one of the major problems, is that this movie is being given away for free to HBO Max subscribers instead of HBO Max doing the same thing that Disney did with Black Widow, which was do $30 for
right,
for to buy it in on their subscription model.
But it's also nice for the people that did subscribe for it that they are able to watch it.
Nice or not, it definitely changes the game as to how this movie is perceived.
Right.
Now,
yeah,
if people end up subscribing to HBO Max to get the movie for free, if the numbers go up, then that should be included in the total. So hopefully this does so well that he gets to come back to make another one, because there's so many stories they could tell with these characters.
They did an amazing job,
and there's so many villains that they could revolve in and out.
You know what I would like to see is Bloodsport. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
You know what? Because I want to see Deadshot. That's the.
Oh yeah.
Bloodsport. Just like a glimpse of him shooting
Superman.
But what's his name? The actor.
Idris Elba.
No.
Henry
Cavill, like that Superman. That would be so cool. Just like a quick little glimpse.
I don't think you're ever going to see Henry Cavill again.
You never know, man.
I don't think it's gonna. I think for whatever weird reason, Warner Brothers, they've been so terrible to a lot of the actors that they've just kind of pushed them away from coming back. Like, yeah, it's a real bummer.
I don't know, man. What's his name? I'm a princess.
Yeah.
What's his name? I love that. See, like she looked at the shit, had like double look.
Yeah, Harley Quinn
really
steals the show anytime she talks.
And even this sequence when she's like escaping like on her own, dude, man, she's a beast.
Yeah,
she is a beast.
Yeah, she's awesome.
But,
yeah, that sequence is amazing.
What's his name? The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
him wanting Henry Cavill back. He's pushing for that.
Yeah, I mean, but again,
it's gonna happen.
I don't know. I mean, my personal prediction is we'll never see.
Alex, look at my eyes. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, my personal prediction is we'll never see Henry Cavill Superman again. That's just
you felt the same way about Justice League Snyder's cut a long time ago.
I did, and I was very shocked that they released it, and I would be happy to be wrong again.
I know,
but
I'll be happy for you.
But everything that I've seen from Henry Cavill himself, all the stuff that he said, it sounds like no amount of money is going to bring him back. I guess.
Oh wait, this is Henry Cavill?
Yeah, I guess the way they treated him. You didn't see? He put out a bunch of videos.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Right about the time when
I'm gonna look for it after we're done with this.
All the stuff that was happening with Ray Fisher.
Yes.
Henry Cavill put out some weird like videos on Instagram about Warner Brothers and his relationship with them.
Huh. And I need to follow him.
Yeah, it was very interesting. He was more diplomatic about the whole situation, but yeah, and he's not the only one. There's a few different actors that have had a rough time with that portion of Warner Brothers and the whole DC Comics thing.
They got to get their stuff together.
Well, and Disney isn't doing much better with the thing with Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. Like,
oh, did you hear about that too?
What? I haven't heard anything new.
Well, they're what's that called when they blacklisted her?
I believe it. I believe it. I believe that Disney itself as a corporation does not understand the kind of damage that they're doing to the individual groups that are connected to them.
Yeah.
Like, looking back at the whole Lucasfilm thing and the Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that I've read now since that period of time, some of the changes that were happening within the Star Wars universe, they weren't Kathleen Kennedy's decisions. It was Disney pushing for certain things. If you don't let the people that are running the show run the show,
do their job,
then
And that's what I don't get. You hire these people to do a certain job, let them do it. Now, if they make a mistake and you know things are plummeting, then yes, step in and do something. But if you know that nothing is, you know, going wrong at the beginning, then let it be.
Yeah. And again, I mean, even that goes back to fandom. Disney listening to the fans and changing things because of the fans is not a good idea. There's a difference between listening to the fans and hearing what they like and what they dislike, but still making sure that stories are tight and well done.
Right.
And then there's a difference between listening to the fans and then changing the way that you do and run things.
Yeah.
It's never a good idea, man. Like you have to have a plan and you got to stick to it.
True.
One of the things that I completely have agreed with since I read it a long time ago, and it was I read the Steve Jobs book many years ago, and I liked his philosophy that you don't let people tell you what they want. You create what people want.
Right.
Like you have to be the one that puts it out, and then it's up to the people to decide whether they want it or not, and that's the best way that the market works. But we're in this period of time, too, where, again, all those little tiny voices, they make so much noise that they push people's perceptions and ideas left and right.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not good for anybody.
Definitely.
So, yeah, even with this movie, it didn't make a ton of money at the box office. It didn't make what they predicted opening weekend. But if you look at it within the perspective, it didn't do it because it was given away for free to all the subscribers on HBO Max. If they, like you said, if there was no Corona and there was no HBO Max to be given away for free, this movie would have broken box office records.
100%.
I mean, it would have done Deadpool money for sure.
Oh, definitely.
For sure.
I mean, they only spent 120 something million?
No, 180.
80.
And
which, that's not a lot.
Not a lot considering all the famous people that they have in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty wild.
Man. A movie that I'm gonna definitely watch it this week. I'll probably watch it tonight, but and you gotta watch it so we could talk about it next week.
What's that?
Jungle Cruise.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because talking about Jungle Cruise, I had no idea about this. People were giving him like a hard time, but they were questioning Dwayne, yeah.
Dwayne The Rock.
Yeah, they were talking about his abs, how he doesn't have like his abs look abnormal. They don't look like actual abs, and
his whole body is a rubber suit. Well, he's really like 150 pounds.
People have spoken about his abs in the past as well. Which I had no idea until I finally looked into it. And yeah, his abs do slightly look abnormal because he can never get like a six pack, and he literally finally opened up why. Like he's never spoken about it, and he spoke about it. And I guess when he was a wrestler, he had a crazy injury that I don't know what he did, but you know how you get a hernia? He got a different type of hernia which affected his abs, where he had to go to the doctor, and they told him we have to do surgery on him. So they had to cut him open and fix it. And that, because when he got it, the hernia that he got ripped the muscle lining that's attached to the stomach muscle, and his they had his stomach organs were coming out, so they, like, in the inside, of course, so they had to put everything back in and reattach everything. So he went through all this pain, and he had to like you know fix himself working out,
right.
and that's the reason why he's not able to get
interesting,
which I had no idea. But
yeah, I'd never heard of that. But yeah, it makes sense. I mean, he was like all the wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want about it. Like, those guys put themselves through some brutal.
Especially back in the days. Because they did so. Do you remember when they would build those cages and they would just throw themselves? I'm like, dude, man.
Yeah. The entertainment level is crazy, and what they put themselves through is crazy.
Yeah.
The kind of physical damage that they do to themselves. And,
right.
And you know, I mean, they get major careers out of it, but still, like, wild, man.
I love it. Kevin Hart's what he's I know you've seen it, where he's doing like a Instagram talk, and then Dwayne gets into his feet, and he's like, "Hey, Dwayne, get out of my feet!" Whatever.
Yeah.
And then he starts talking about his forehead. Dwayne Johnson's forehead is a prostate.
Yeah. Dude, they're so funny.
I love their chemistry.
They're so fun. They're like good friends, and they're so funny. I know,
they're so awesome, man. Especially when they're doing videos, and like, I'm doing my video. No, they just start.
Well, when Kevin Hart had that accident, like Dwayne came out and he like told everybody he's like told people back off, like give him some space, like you know, he's really, really hurt, like, and Dwayne helped him out in the background to like physical therapy and all this other stuff. So,
and you know what probably helped is his past injury from his stomach. He kind of like knew.
Dude, he got jacked up.
Yeah.
They didn't even know if Kevin Hart was going to be able to walk again. Yeah. Like it was crazy.
Dude.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely want to watch Jungle Cruise. Have you heard anything like was it good? Was it like, are people talking about that? I haven't really looked into it.
I haven't looked into it either.
I'm thinking because I haven't really heard too much news.
I can tell you, I'm already going into it with a little bit of a negative for me, because the bad guy looks.
All I've heard is something similar to Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think they leaned too much on that style.
But this is where I think we're like Spanish conquistadores.
Yeah, but still, I wish there'd have been a more original story. Like that's part of what bothers me about this movie is that it reminds me too much of Pirates of the Caribbean, and I wish it had been a more original template.
Yeah. Well, something I heard too was I like that they did have that quirkiness where, you know, when you go on the Jungle Cruise ride, the captain is very dorky. They're giving you these jokes that are like you know, dad jokes or whatever.
Right.
So in this one, Dwayne Johnson, he's captain, right? He's doing that, like with the people. He's giving up.
Okay. Yeah. He's giving. Yeah.
And I heard people really like that. That like if you are a fan of the ride, you're gonna enjoy that. And I love the fact that she's like looking at the button.
Oh man, what a choice! Polka Dot Man sees his mom in everything. He can't help it. It's just part of his insanity.
You guys got to do yourself a favor and watch Suicide Squad.
It's pretty funny.
If you're okay with gore and violence.
And so much more. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I do wanna like it because I love actually both actors, Emily Blunt and Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
She's very blunt.
I love them both. She is very blunt. I love them both. She was she was one of the people that everybody, or she was one of the persons or whatever that people keep pushing that they want her to be Mrs. Fantastic and the Fantastic Four. Her and her husband. Everybody keeps wishing that, because her husband is the guy from The Office, the John Krasinski or something like that.
From The Office?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
He's did you ever watch The Office?
I've seen a couple of episodes.
You know Jim, the guy that always makes fun of Dwayne, Dwight rather.
Yeah.
He's the guy that sits across from Dwight. His wife is Emily Blunt.
Oh,
and so people want both of them to be Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic and the Fantastic Four, but I think again, I think when they do cast those people, I think Kevin Feige is going to break expectations, and it's not going to be who you think it is.
Yeah.
You know? So
they'll pick the right ones.
Oh yeah, they always pick the right ones, man. They always. This is where you're talking about the mustache sequence. We're mustache. King Shark. We're talking about King Shark. And everybody's like, no. Oh, and there's what's his face, Milton. Did you see him? Yeah. Milton's been with us the whole time. Well, not really, but he was with them for. And then when Milton picks up a gun, they're like, no.
And they're all thinking he's been with us. I thought he was in the band.
Yeah. Oh man. I really think this dude. I think his name is something Kinnaman. Is the guy who plays Flag, Rick Flag. I think I really think that he would make an excellent Ghost Rider. And when and the Ghost Rider that I think he would make a really great Ghost Rider is the OG Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. If they introduced Ghost Rider into the MCU, yeah, I would love to see him play that character. I think he'd make an excellent Ghost Rider.
Stop yawning.
Sorry. My apologies. I was talking too much. I also really like her as Amanda Waller.
Yeah, she did. I mean, I hate her.
Yeah, that's why I like her. Yeah, because she's
such a good actress.
Perfect Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
I really like that bust, too. Yeah. His cowboy hat.
Oh, man. This is great. I got to rewatch this again, man.
With sound on?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. That dude is also from For All Mankind.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So they got at least 2 For All Mankind alums in this movie.
And the end of this, because you know how he uses the footage to basically kind of get their freedom?
Yeah.
Does she deactivate the bomb that they have in their head?
No, but she doesn't blow them. She doesn't blow them up because they have something against her. She doesn't deactivate it, but she doesn't activate it. So they're in a stalemate, basically.
How do you remove something like that?
How do you what?
Remove something like that.
The back of the thing?
Yeah.
Well, it's the same way that they put it in. It's the same mechanism. That's the only way to remove it is the
You can't do a Mission Impossible?
I don't remember what he did in Mission Impossible.
Remember, he tells his wife to electrocute him and then to bring him back to life because that's going to...
Oh, that's right. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You know, each fake movie bomb thing is going to work differently.
See, I love how they did this.
Yeah.
This is so awesome. Is awesome. Yeah.
And you know who the dad is?
No.
It's what's his face? It's Korg. It's the actor that plays Korg, the director. He's the director of Thor: Love and Thunder. Taika Waititi.
Oh, he's a director?
Yeah, that's the dad.
Ah.
Also the creator of What We Do in the Shadows and you know all that stuff.
So that's okay.
Yeah, he's playing the dad in this. So James Gunn brought in quite a few Marvel people.
Yeah.
You know, into this movie. So yeah. I like how King Shark is just sitting in the back over there on the floor by himself.
Is he asleep or
no? He was just looking out the window.
Oh,
like they showed a little sequence of him, like he's staring out the window, looking at people as they're driving by.
Oh,
so
I was not expecting polka dot spoilers for him to die.
Especially not like that, where he just kind of. Turned a corner and he's like, I'm a superhero. And then he just gets crushed. Yeah,
because he had made it so far, like towards the end. I'm like,
okay. He's the one that's like Milton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna say honestly, again, surprisingly, very surprised at how good this movie was and how.
Now, when you saw the trailer, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's okay.
You said that you were looking forward to this movie.
Yeah. I was, but I didn't know what to expect, and so it broke anything that I thought might happen. Like, for example, I didn't expect the first team, and I didn't expect the first team to die.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the team that we got. I already knew that Starro was in it, but I didn't expect for Starro to be like. If you look at Starro, he looks silly, but in this movie, he's scary.
Yeah. Like
Starro is really a scary character.
That was so cool how the other stars come out of the side.
Yeah.
And how that's like the mouth too.
Yes.
Like, oh man, they did such a cool design on that.
So right there, that's Mantis.
Oh snaps! I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
She needs to work on her abs.
Nah.
Just
You're good, girl.
I'm just joking.
You don't need to work on nothing. Don't listen to Kenny.
Just messing around.
Kenny don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, they leave poor King Shark in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Because his mustache won't pass.
I honestly thought he was going to try to sneak in. Like, during this whole thing. Because I thought he was going to get bored.
You know what's funny and weird about him is that he weirdly does listen.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he tries to eat Ratcatcher too. But after that,
well, I think
you can pretty much trust him.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's his hunger. Like, once he gets like really running hungry, I think his instincts take over.
Yeah, and he's also crazy strong.
Yeah.
Like, crazy strong. Like, high-level strong. But yet...
Well, man, he survived that fall and that hit through the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've got him beard, too. Come on,
man. Yeah.
The rat for me, Sebastian.
It's so funny that's what you latched onto.
I latched onto the rat.
Especially since you're a cat person. If you brought a rat in here, your cat would destroy it.
It probably would.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is a cool sequence.
Yeah.
They're just all dancing.
Because it brings them all back together, especially this guy. Like, he's never.
This is disgusting, though, where everybody that he's seeing is his mom. That's just disturbing. So disturbing.
The one in the middle.
The one with the beard. Yeah, look at King Shark. He's listening to the music and he's just like, oh, it's so funny.
Oh my god.
I also loved that they didn't spend a whole lot of time trying to always like get him into water, or you know what I mean, like
that he has to get like wet.
Yeah, like they just kind of like, nah, he's
he's
able to survive on land, but he can go in the water when he needs to, and you know. Yeah.
Oh man.
But also, I will say that
little man.
I will say this: if that freak can go into the bar, then they should have let King Shark go into.
Well, I think they said that that's where he goes usually, so they know.
I know, but he's got all that stuff in his head, like, you know, it's just like, come on, man, don't be a jerk.
Now, all his power is that he's smart, right?
Super smart. Like, I kind of want to say he's a Superman bad guy. I want to say
I think you're right.
That's mainly who he fights against. And I think maybe even Batman and Superman are his two main bad guy characters, or he's the main bad guy character for them. But yeah, he's a super intelligent human being, like super high level.
Yeah. All I kept thinking was like, how do you sleep?
Carefully, very carefully.
That was, or if you trip and you land on your head.
Yeah, I don't know how any of that works. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they don't go too much into it in the movie about they explain his powers or whatever, other than he actually has some kind of control over Starro, up until the point where the containment field breaks and all of a sudden Starro's free to move about. Then that completely changes. So yeah,
very well done.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Extremely well done. Is like what? Yeah, the sequence with them when they get captured and they're in the truck is an awesome sequence. When they're what's the name talks about the one death, death move or whatever. You know, and all three of them executed at once. Yeah, that was rad.
Dunmock.
Dunmock, yeah.
Dunmock.
Yeah.
So the next DC movie I think that's coming out is Flash, right?
You're going to have to get closer.
Or because it's not Batman.
That's a good question. I thought Batman was coming out before the Flash.
Is it?
That's what I thought.
Huh.
I could be wrong.
Because I thought Batman slowed down because of issues that they're having with.
Maybe. That might be the case. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to keep track. And in fact, I got to tell you, in a weird way, I almost didn't even feel like this was a DC movie. This almost made me feel like this was its own.
Well, the only reason why it tied it in is when they said that Bloodsport basically
put Superman in the MCU.
MCU,
yeah. But other than that, like,
that doesn't sound right. They put Superman into the MCU.
Yeah,
they did a crossover.
That's right. Yeah. Other than that, like,
that's a hint. That's an Easter egg right there. That's gonna happen. They did it in the comic books.
Sorry, but I made a mistake. It's not MCU. It's the ICU.
Yeah, ICU.
Yeah, the ICU.
But you meant MCU.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, come on, bring him over. Have him fight Thor. But no, the other than that, like, this movie feels like it's very much its own thing.
Yeah,
it's completely separate from the DCU. So yeah, and everybody's performance in this is excellent.
Yeah, all the actors did they did their thing.
Such a great job.
Even the guy that I guess is
the Weasel.
The ex-boyfriend of what's her name? That singer.
Ex-boyfriend.
Oh, what is her name? That singer. Something Grande.
Who?
Her last name is Grande.
Oh, Ariana. You mean the comedian kid?
Yeah.
From Saturday Night Live. Yeah, he did. Man, what's his name? I can't believe I forgot it. Oh man, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on.
Salud. Dinero.
Oh my goodness, I can't.
But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can't believe skinny little dude.
Yeah,
can't believe I forgot his name right now. And I was gonna say Robert Pattinson because that's the first name that came to mind. But
all I know him from is that he was the one dating Ariana.
But really, he's most well known from Saturday Night Live.
I don't watch Saturday Night Live, so
dude, I saw a funny skit with him.
Mm-hmm.
There was actually, I saw two funny skits with him because you're right, I don't watch him either.
Yeah.
But he was in a skit with Dave Chappelle when Dave Chappelle hosted. That was hilarious, dude. Where he plays the kid here plays Count Chocula, and Dave Chappelle, like, they're getting all these people fired from like Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting them all fired because they're problematic, so they can't use them anymore. And he's like, and Dave Chappelle is playing the Allstate guy. Hey, everybody. That guy, with the deep voice.
Oh, yeah.
Allstate. And he goes, I'm not even a character. I'm a real person. And he go, what about Count Chocula here? And is it Davidson? Is the kid's name Davidson? It's
I don't know.
Well, anyway, he's like, I'm just on the box. He's like, I'm a creature on the box. He goes, look at his lips. He's got to be at least half black. It was so funny, dude. Man, what do I want to say? Pete Davidson.
Oh,
that's his name. I knew it was gonna.
I never knew he was from SNL.
Yeah, he's from SNL. Well, that one with Dave Chappelle was hilarious because he breaks character. He starts to laugh when Dave Chappelle's like clowning on him. It was really funny. So he starts laughing.
I'm gonna see like YouTube.
And then there's another one with Elon Musk. When Elon Musk hosted.
Yeah,
he plays this character that's like, basically you could call him Yeah Man. He's like, yeah, like he just keeps saying yeah to everything. And that episode was also hilarious. He's pretty funny. Like he's legit funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete Davidson's legit funny.
I didn't know he was an actor or a comedian. I didn't know anything about
him. In fact, he had a movie come out not that long ago called The King of Staten Island. And
I never heard of that.
Dude, did you watch? You know who Bill Burr is?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Bill Burr? Like I don't know if I sent it to you guys, but it was when Bill Burr hosted SNL.
Yeah.
And he's doing a Samuel Adams commercial, and the Samuel Adams beer is pumpkin, and he's playing a Boston guy. He goes, "Yeah, let's try it out," and he drinks it. He goes, "What is this?" Beep, and he goes, I wouldn't pay you for this. And then he drinks it again, and then you see him you see people talking about Sam Adams, like the new pumpkin spice beer, and they're like, "This is absolutely delicious. I can't wait to host this in my party." And then they cut back to him, and he's just like a middle class Boston guy, he's just like this. Hey, why don't you go? He's talking to his kid, and he's like fighting with his kid. At one point, they get into a fist fight. It's really funny, man. Yeah, I'm not doing it any justice, but it's hilarious.
I don't recall any of that. But this is also an SNL.
SNL, yeah. It's current SNL. They definitely have had some funny moments, like when
Bill Burr is the one that has his own comedy thing in Comedy Central, right?
Yeah, he's got a cartoon. He's got a cartoon on one of those channels. But Bill Burr is hilarious, dude. There's also I love that they did this right.
Yeah.
That she's doing the like, she wouldn't be able to crush his neck, but she'd be able to put him to sleep easily. That's great. But and I love the way they show her dexterity.
Yeah.
We're talking about Harley Quinn. She's escaping in the movie right now.
Because that's the one thing I did like about the first Suicide Squad, when they have her in the cell.
Yeah.
And she's doing that.
And she's super dexterous.
Yeah. I did like that.
Yeah.
That scene.
Yeah. Well, in all honesty, there were definitely things that I liked about the first Suicide Squad movie, but there's so many changes that were made from what the director, from his vision, that it ended up ruining the movie because they didn't let him do what what his plan was. Yeah, this sequence is incredible.
I love when she finds the the
spear.
The spear,
yeah.
She's like, "Oh, this is a sign."
There's so many innuendos in this movie too. It's really funny. Yeah, this is great. But yeah, Pete Davidson was funny in this movie. Even when you find out that he's a traitor.
Yeah.
I'm the one who called you. I just get shot in the face. And you never find out what his powers are or what his abilities are. He's got guns all over the place,
I know.
but you don't.
He's like faking it with the other guy too. He's like,
yeah. Yeah, the one again I was super shocked by was the way they did Captain Boomerang. I was not expecting that at all. I was like, whoa, they took him out in the first part of the movie. That was nuts.
But I did like the fact that they at least showed him using the boomerangs correctly, and he just threw them and cut off some people.
But also, the boomerangs in this movie were highly upgraded.
Yeah.
Because in the original, I mean, they were boomerangs like metal that he could call back or whatever. But in this one, they're like energy based. Right. And yeah, it looked really cool. This is pretty funny. She just starts running. Yeah. Yeah. For no reason, but it's still fun. So we're going to say 5 sombreros for Suicide Squad.
100% 5 sombreros.
If violence is rough for you, if this is so funny. It's like a
game.
like a game where you find little things that like energy weapons or whatever.
Well, yeah, even that scene when they're killing the rebels, the like that felt like a game. It reminded me of Tomb Raider.
Definitely. But yeah, if you have a tough time with violence and gore, you are definitely going to have a tough time with this movie. So, so I'm just letting everybody know in advance who's watching this. Definitely not for little kids. Go ahead.
I did love the fact on how the guys. I don't even know what his character was here. The guy from Walking Dead.
Oh, Savant. Yeah.
Savant.
Yeah.
So you know how in the beginning he was throwing the ball
Oh yeah,
and he kills
takes
that bird.
out that bird. Yeah,
Yeah, and then the bird
ends up eating his brains. Yeah, no, that was all done on purpose.
I know.
Sure.
It's done on purpose, but I love that. It's like you killed my my friend.
Yeah. Dude, this is such a funny sequence.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I love his helmet, man. I really do. So.
Their outfits are hilarious.
Yeah, bird. Get off the mic. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, I love the Peacemaker has that helmet on all the time. And so they're doing a Peacemaker TV show. Yeah, James Gunn. They just wrapped it, I believe. They just finished. So they're doing an entire season of an episode just based on the character Peacemaker. Even though he died in this, is going to be his adventures beforehand.
Well, he doesn't die.
Oh, he dies in this. Peacemaker?
Peacemaker.
Yeah, Peacemaker definitely dies.
Did you see the end credit?
No. What are you talking about?
There was an end credit scene on this.
I didn't know there was an end credit in this. No, I didn't see.
I'll forward it.
Yeah, please forward it. I love that he's rubbing her with the gun. I did not know there was an end credit to this.
Yeah.
I wanted him to die because he killed Rick Flag. And I love Rick Flag. That bums me out now.
Sam shouldn't have said anything. Well, I'm glad I said something.
Well, yeah. Stupid friends. I'm glad you said something too, because I didn't know. I didn't know there was an end credit. End credit. Man, Starro looks so awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad they let James Gunn
do
the design that he did too, because I'm sorry, man. I'm going to tell you, if this was a Zack Snyder design, you wouldn't have any of those bright colors.
That's true.
Starro would look all like crazy spiky and and black and white gloomy. I love it. I love that. Yes, please show me.
Do you want me to put some volume?
Yeah. We're gonna listen to a little bit of Kenny's taking me to an end credit that I didn't know existed. All right, and so maybe this is going to play into the...
Yeah, because I had no idea that they were going to do...
Yeah, they're doing a TV show based on him. But how did he survive? He got shot in the neck.
What? Well, yeah, the neck.
Literally bled out.
Said they found him in the rubble. They were shocked his heart was still beating.
Okay.
I wasn't certain how safe it was shipping him back here. But if anything...
So they're talking about Peacemaker. He's laying down... Okay. So. So his leg looks like it's broken, and his neck is stitched together, and he survived the attack.
Yep.
What a bummer. I want him to die. All right. Well, and with that, we will close out this episode of Hispanerds. Again, we recommend Suicide Squad. It is very much in the vein of Deadpool, even though it's a completely different movie than Deadpool.
Yeah.
It's funny, very action-packed, very bloody.
Definitely not for kids and dogs and cats.
Definitely not for kids. Yeah, for sure, 100%. But it's a good time. It's funny. It's got a lot of heart, and it completely makes sense from beginning to end, which is, I would expect nothing less from James Gunn.
Yeah,
because he's amazing. All right, guys, and with that, we are going to say goodbye. Thank you. This is Alex.
This is Kenji.
Eat your vegetables and drink your water.
Yes,
and everybody stay safe out there.
Stay hydrated.
Bye.